Hi, hey, hello everyone. I'm about to invite my friend Kunal Kapoor, and we are going to be watching the trailer of Empire, Disneyplus Hotstar's incredible, incredible show. Okay.
Oh, it's happened finally.
होए 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 होए
होए
तुसी
होए 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 finally
क्या कर रहे हो?
अरे मैं
I
कितनी देर से
don't
कोशिश कर रहा हूँ,
you
कुछ हो ही
listen.
नहीं रहा यार.
Hey, एक minute. You came and popped into my frame and cut my head off, man. How do I get my head back into the frame? What nonsense.
My chin is halfway
एक
through.
मिनट
This is so strange. I'm meeting you after like
एक
a
मिनट
month
इसको
and a
इसको
half and it's on a
मैं
video.
जूम कर सकता हूँ क्या इसको? एक सेकंड रुक रुक. अरे वाह, this
अरे
technology is
वाह, मैं भी कर सकता हूँ. अच्छा ठीक है.
wow.
This is good.
What looks better? Shall I go wide or shall I go there?
हाँ, that's good. That's good.
Yeah, that's good, but then you can't see my. I wish we could just be like this.
वाइड ही जा भाई.
Wide जाना पड़ेगा.
हाँ, ये ठीक है. ये perfect है.
Yeah, I think both of us will be looking at ourselves only in this chat.
No, but it's so strange. I'm seeing you after I think a month and a half, and I'm seeing you on an Instagram live.
Yeah.
I don't think I've seen you. I haven't seen you in a while, man.
I haven't seen your mustache grow. So
the mustache is a new addition in my life. The mustache and the hair.
अच्छा है. How long is this? How long has it been? How long since you've been growing it?
वो दाढ़ी थी ना, तो दाढ़ी चली गई, खाली मूछें रह गई.
अच्छा. So
I
you
didn't
have
have to grow it
दाढ़ी
specifically.
for barber, right?
Correct, for barber.
And
तो बाल गए
that-
2 साल बाद.
I love it, man.
2 years of the man बाद man.
क्या इसको बंद करना है यार? I'll get you my voice more clear. इसको बंद कर. हाँ. तो क्या कर रहे हैं हम लोग? What's the plan?
हम लोग क्या कर रहे हैं? हम हमारे जो ट्रेलर लॉन्च हुआ है उसकी बात कर रहे हैं. आपने ट्रेलर देखा?
ट्रेलर तो मैंने देखा है और अभी भी वापस अभी देखने जा रहे हैं हम लोग. But you're excited, huh?
I am excited, yeah, man. We put in so much work.
You're excited. I can see it. I can see
We
it.
shot through
I know
craziest
you
situations.
know that you are good in something.
Oh, that I'm not sure about. Now that we will only find out on the 27th of August when it releases.
Why you can't say? You told me how good you are. Public
No,
से
I
डरने
think I've
these
done
are our
reasonably
friends.
well.
You must be
पता
honest.
चलेगा.
Huh?
हाँ? I said I think I've done reasonably well, लेकिन पता
You
चलेगा
are
27
damn
August
good
को.
in it. You are damn good in it. I know it. You will never compliment yourself, and you did this time, so that means you are incredibly good in this.
चलो,
So let's
hopefully.
just accept it. Let's accept it. So, shall we see the trailer?
हाँ, चलो.
एक minute. Let me get my setup. I'm watching it on my big screen. You also watching or not?
I have already seen it multiple times on loop.
Okay, I'm watching. I think everyone will be able to hear it but not see it.
आप लोगों
And
ने प्रोमो देखा? जो भी हमारे साथ हैं आज, आप सब लोगों ने प्रोमो देखा है कि नहीं अब तक?
कौन लोग?
ये जो लोग हमारे साथ हैं आज, इतने सारे लोग, 40,000
उन्होंने
लोग.
देख लिया. तो हम क्या करें?
हाँ, रिलीज तो हो गया.
जिंदगी मौत से कितना ही लड़ ले, जीत तो आखिर मौत की ही होती है. हम जहीरुद्दीन मोहम्मद बाबर 14 साल की उम्र से मौत को धोखा देते आ रहे थे, लेकिन अब यहां से आगे कहां?
वक्त की ताकत उस पर बैठने वाले में नहीं होती, उस पर बैठाने वाले में होती है.
इत्तेफाक से किसी और के हिस्से का बुरा हमारी किस्मत पर बरस गया हो तो
आपने समरकंद को नहीं, समरकंद ने आपको चुना है.
इस रियासत के जर्रे जर्रे की हिफाजत करना आपका फर्ज है. समरकंद को जिसका खतरा है वो है शबानी खान.
लोग कह रहे हैं कि हमें भी दिखाओ प्लीज.
शैबानी खान की दुश्मनी उस हद से शुरू होती है जहां बाकी सबकी खत्म हो जाती है। हमारी शर्त है खानजादा।
हमें उसकी शर्त मंजूर है।
नहीं आपा।
बाबर, हमारे खानदान से बढ़कर हमारी जान नहीं है, हमारे लोगों से बढ़कर हमारी जान नहीं है।
शैबानी खान से अब ये जंग खत्म करनी है।
समर्थन शैबानी खान के हवाले कर देंगे तो आप कहाँ जाएंगे?
सिंधु के उस पार लोधी की सल्तनत को हराने।
Jesse, please turn on your screen so they can see the promo also. Yeah. मतलब लोगों को भी दिखाओ शो। अच्छा ठीक है।
Hotstar Specials presents TheEmpire 27 अगस्त से Disneyplus
That looks
कैसे
huge.
लगा?
Is this the biggest thing that's happening in India on OTT? Because it definitely looks like it.
Yeah, I think it is the most expensive show to come out of
This is
the OTT
huge.
platform in India. Yeah, it's huge.
I haven't-
We shot it over the last 2 years actually. 2 साल हो गए.
In my recollection, I have not seen something that is that has this scale.
Yeah, I don't think there's been anything at
Is that
this scale and this level. Yeah, I don't think. I think this is the first. Hopefully, it'll be the beginning of many more of this sort of shows. But this is the first.
That's incredible, man. So, like, when you guys were shooting, could you see the scale at that time, or is it all mostly like special effects?
No, I mean the battle scenes we shot in Rajasthan, and
Oh, the battles look incredible, man.
yeah, those were incredible. And obviously, the scale was there. I mean, there's a lot that has been done, VFX and stuff. But we were shooting with hundreds of horses and elephants and thousands of people, and it was
You had
crazy.
hundreds of horses on set.
We had the horses on set, yeah.
You kidding me?
Yeah, we had
Wow.
horses on set.
That's why it looks good, because most of it, or all of it, is real. It's on set.
Most of it is real, yeah.
Wow, that's incredible, man. Courageous. So how many
That was
years have
crazy
you?
because we were also shooting a lot of the stuff that we shot was shot during the pandemic. So
Everyone
yeah,
will you're
yes.
going like, dude, are you
thousands
crazy?
of
Why?
people getting tested every 2 days.
My
And
God.
I mean, and no matter what you do, in the sense that as an actor, you try and be careful and stuff. But how do you be careful when you're shooting an action sequence and you're interacting with like hundreds of fighters, and so it becomes very difficult. So it was a big challenge.
Amazing, man. Amazing about to all of you guys to be able to also, and actors, all the actors on set have no way to protect them.
Yeah, I mean you can't.
You can't wear a mask on set.
You can't wear a mask when you're doing a shot. So everybody's got like multiple masks. But
I can't.
as actors,
I can't imagine how it must have been on set. I don't know if y'all did something that was absolutely outrageously ridiculous to be shooting during COVID, but man, the result is unbelievable, and I can't help but just say that you guys, everyone should be so proud of having accomplished this, and through a time like that, it's absolutely, it's incredible, man. Commendable work.
thank you, man. Thank you, and it's so good to hear that from you because I know that if you don't like something, you're very honest about it. So it's great to know that you've liked
Yeah,
this.
Yeah, I already have stuff that I can say. So the trailer, I know. So I have my bar in my head. I know how good an actor you are, all right, and I could guarantee that you are not as satisfied as you wanted to be with your voice in the trailer. चल, बोल मैं सही मैं सही बोल रहा हूँ कि नहीं बोल रहा? मैं सही बोल रहा हूँ कि नहीं बोल रहा? बोलना.
नहीं ठीक है अच्छा है मुझे
अच्छा.
I like it.
ठीक है.
Sounding good.
But dude, I know your voice, man. Your voice is incredibly good, and I could see that. I think they used like a take that was maybe less than optimal for you.
Really?
Rats.
नहीं ठीक है यार अच्छा है मुझे अच्छा लगा.
अच्छा तो है, बहुत अच्छा. और how were the horses?
How are the horses का क्या मतलब?
Dude, I
No, it's crazy.
I don't want to be sounding against any live living beings in the world, but I can't tolerate horses. I have my experience
with them very often.
I shot with them.
You shot a couple of them.
Many times. But how was your experience?
Well, you know, to be honest, I thought it's going to be something that I don't enjoy, but I actually really enjoyed the horse riding. It's
Really?
very dangerous when you're doing it for like you're doing stunts and stuff. Of course, that's very dangerous, and when there's multiple horses together and stuff, that feels very intimidating. But I actually enjoyed the horse riding a lot.
Like with all
I'm
the
actually
costume,
thinking of doing it again.
the sword, the costume, the sword. How heavy was that sword?
That sword was very heavy. The costume, and we were shooting in the middle of. It was pretty much. It was the beginning of summer. So it's the beginning of summer, and you have the costume, then you have the armor, then you have the sword, then you have thousands of people around you. So it was challenging, man. And you've been there. You've shot stuff which is similar, and you know how challenging that can get.
After my experience, I almost like swore I would never do that again.
You're
I guess-
never doing another sort of period horses,
No,
swords.
you get the horse will have to be special effects.
Studio में बैठ के कुर्सी के
But
ऊपर.
listen, there is one shot of yours
हाँ.
I think is one of the best shots I've seen of any actor. I don't think they have retained that. I think it was in the teaser, where it's just like it's that.
Right.
There's like wind on your hair, and the hair is like
Correct.
amazing. I mean, that is. I was like, dude, this is something else. Now, I haven't seen you
Thanks, Ronald. Thank you.
look or be better than that ever.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
And
from the first battle sequence.
Yeah, I think this is going to be at least your best work for sure.
I am hoping. I'm hoping.
Yeah, man. How long did you prep for it?
Well,
What was it?
there was different kinds of prep. One was, of course, what I've realized, and you would know that, is that when you're doing a film based on history, what is most important is to understand the people's mindset at that point of time. Because the things that you think are normal may not be normal at that point of time, and the things that you value, they might not value. So it's really about understanding that mindset. So I read lots of books about it, about that time. Now, the other thing that I had to do was, I play a character, which is strange actually. It's almost like how many years we've known each other. I play a character that spans that amount of time. So it's like me being on 12th Road to me being now. You know what I mean? 12th Road, for those of you who don't know, is a place that we used to all hang out at when we were young. And it was a crazy place, and we were a crazy bunch of people. We were like 12, 14 of us. So it's the character's arc sort of spans that amount of time. So I had to make a few changes in my voice for the younger character. I had to also physically be. I lost some weight for the younger character, and I gained some weight for the older parts. And I made some changes in my voice.
What's the age that you play when you're older?
The age I play is 40, 43, 44.
And it starts when he's like...
He's about 20.
Wow.
21, yeah.
So you incorporated a change in your voice as well for
A
that.
little bit, yeah. थोड़ा सा.
थोड़ा नहीं, तूने बहुत किया होगा.
नहीं, बहुत तो नहीं किया, थोड़ा बहुत किया. थोड़ा सा डिफरेंस है. और मुझे लगता है सबसे ज्यादा जो डिफरेंस है वो है प्रेजेंस में, क्योंकि मुझे लगता है कि the older you grow and the more confident you grow about who you are and your decisions and stuff, the more your presence becomes more solid. So that was, I think, really important.
तो कुछ रिव्यूज हैं इसकी. Have you read the reviews yet?
मैंने थोड़े बहुत
Reviews
reviews
mind
अच्छे हैं, बहुत अच्छे हैं. हाँ.
blowing. कुछ लोग
क्या
बोल
है?
रहे हैं मैग्नम ओपस, कुछ लोग बोल रहे हैं इट्स गोइंग टू क्रैश दी ओटीटी. मैं पढ़ रहा हूँ स्मैश नॉट क्रैश, स्मैश दी ओटीटी. कुछ लोग बोल रहे हैं एपिक है. तो
Crash भी
Feels
चलेगा,
are good.
Crash भी, even if all the OTT platforms crash, it's good. Huh? I mean, as in crash, as in the server crashes. Huh?
मजा आ रहा है. I'm really happy about this show. Happy for you and the fact that it's this it's very very exciting.
Hi, yaar, I'm waiting for you to see it. I always get the best sort of, I get the most honest feedback actually from you. And I always have got the most honest feedback. So I'm waiting for you to see it to know what you think about it. Be fun.
तो कब when can we see it?
मुझे लगता है कि 27 अगस्त को तो रिलीज हो रहा है शो. उसके पहले हम लोग मुझे लगता है देख पाएंगे.
और ट्रेलर कब रिलीज हो रहा है? हो गया है आज.
ट्रेलर आज ही रिलीज हुआ है. हाँ, कुछ घंटे पहले.
अच्छा. Exciting day.
Exciting
How was it
day.
with all the other actors on set?
Well, you know what was amazing was working with Shabana Azmi. Have you worked with Shabana ji? Have you done a film with her?
She is absolutely incredible. She's absolutely incredible. What was your
But
experience?
you've never done a film with her, no?
No. Have I?
No, it's amazing, yaar. I mean, no, you haven't. No. Amazing, because when you're acting with somebody like this, even when you're in the take, there's a part of you which is not the character, which is the actor in you,
Watching.
which is looking at the other actor and watching and being like, wow, this is amazing. Or kabhi to, I mean, obviously you're, when you're in the scene with her, you're there, but there were so many times when I wasn't needed for the scene, but I just wanted to go and watch her to see what she was doing, and she does it so incredibly well. It's amazing. Just one look, just one little smile, and just conveys so much with that. And she's incredible fun to be around as well. I mean, she's just got so many wonderful stories, and she's lovely.
And many
So it was great
experience.
fun shooting with her. Most of my work is,
It's amazing when you have amazing actors on set and gets the best out of you.
Yeah.
So what?
Learn
so-
from.
So your character. What's that guy like? What's Babar like for you?
So Babar, ये जो show है, it's based on a book by Alex Rutherford. It's called The Empire of the Mughals. This one's called Raiders from the North. Or it's what I found fascinating is that I had already read the book way before I was offered the show, and I always felt like this will make great content because it's like a fantasy fiction. It's taken sort of real life events but also fictionalized them. So I always felt it'll make like a great movie or great content, and then it was something that came my way. What I found really fascinating about
It's
this
like you
character,
manifested.
I don't know if I manifested it, but
Almost
I was like,
sounds like that.
this should. Yeah, I felt like this should be a show, and then Nikhil called me and said, "I read this great book. I've got the rights, and I want to make a show of it." And what I found really fascinating about this character was that he's physically strong, but emotionally weak. He's also a character that can be very. Can be poetic, but can be very brutal as well. So there's a lot of opposites, and then it's also a character that is a king, but an emperor, but never really is sort of crippled by self-doubt. So never really knows whether he deserves it or doesn't deserve it. So there's a lot of like self-doubt. He's always constantly asking whether I deserve this or not.
I can see the layers. I can see the layers. It's so interesting.
Yeah. And
Because there is this part of him that that is coming across that is so powerful and so strong, and then, like you said, he is emotionally still doubting himself and trying to find his way. So it's almost like a coming of age sort of journey, perhaps, that I'm assuming. I don't know.
Correct.
But these kind of journeys really are the best to watch. Where there is you can see the character growing through it, growing through the journey. This he actually physically grows from a young age to the older man, right?
Correct.
Wow, that's amazing.
And the other thing that is really fascinating is that, you know, when you read a book like this, you realize how much power the women actually had. So you feel like, you know, it was all about the kings and the emperors, but it was actually a lot of the wives, the grandmothers, the mothers, you know, manipulating, pulling the strings, pushing the characters, the emperors, in a certain direction very subtly. What you don't realize is that actually the women played a huge part in being kingmakers. So their power and their strength, I think that is something that is really fascinating. So all the women have really interesting characters, and they, you know, play really important parts in making the kings.
Wow,
they are actually the kingmakers.
Yeah, that makes for some really interesting content. I can imagine the scenes. I can imagine these strong, powerful kings being like puppets emotionally in the hands of, you know. And you have some amazing actors, and all are looking really good. Dino's looking great. Anna's me, of course. The moment she comes on screen, you just feel like that impact. And
she's great.
The conviction. You are looking incredible. There's Rahul Dev, Turanj, Drishti. Amazing.
Drishti, all of them, yeah.
What was your toughest scene? Was it a physical one? Emotional one? What?
No, I think, I mean, physical, of course, when you're shooting, like I said, with you're shooting these war sequences, it's physically incredibly exhausting. Like you have to sort of crawl back to your room. Huh?
Action scenes की बात कर रहा हूँ.
Action की बात कर रहा हूँ. You've got to pretty much crawl back to your room because you've been in that sun for the whole day, and then, you know, obviously they're burning fires because they want the smoke, and it's crazy. It's so difficult to shoot. You know it. You've shot so many of them. But the emotional ones are also very challenging. Huh?
धुएं के लिए, fog effect के लिए, fire burn कर रहे थे.
Fog effect के लिए, और आग जल रही है सब जगह क्योंकि battle scene shoot कर रहे हो तुम. गर्मी है, आपने वो आर्मर पहना हुआ है, घोड़े के ऊपर हो, तो चैलेंजिंग तो बहुत हो जाता है ऑब्वियसली. लेकिन जो इमोशनल सीन्स हैं वो मुझे एक्चुअली बहुत मजा आया वो करके. चैलेंजिंग तो थे, लेकिन जैसे मैंने कहा कि कैरेक्टर इमोशनली स्विंग करता है, तो मतलब he can be somebody who seems like he's in a lot of control, and he seems like he's got everything. He's going to do the right thing. He's going to do the things that need to be done. But then when something goes wrong, he can just completely go the other way.
What was if there's one scene that you would want, like, wait for people to watch?
My God, that's a hard one.
What would that be? Which moment would you pick?
God, that's tough. That's a very tough one, man.
होगा कुछ ना कुछ तो
I feel
आएगा.
like the war sequences are mind-blowing. The scale at which they've been shot and how they're looking and how they've been conceived, I think are very, very, very good. So I think that would be fun.
Okay. और इस कैरेक्टर के लिए तूने इंस्पिरेशन कहाँ से ली?
इंस्पिरेशन तो मैंने जैसे कहा कि मैंने
किताबें
पढ़ी.
हाँ,
मैंने बहुत किताबें पढ़ी उस समय की, और ये जो किताब है जो रेडर्स ऑफ द नॉर्थ, उसमें एक्चुअली क्वाइट डिस्क्रिप्टिव है कि बहुत सारी चीजें हैं कैरेक्टर के बारे में। तो इतना मुझे रिसर्च करने की जरूरत नहीं पड़ी, क्योंकि किताब ही मुझे लगता है कि उसके अंदर ही इतना मटेरियल है। तो ऐसा कुछ मुझे करने की जरूरत नहीं पड़ी।
बोला इट्स अमेजिंग, क्योंकि किताब पढ़ने की कोशिश मैंने भी की थी व्हेन आई वाज डूइंग अकबर, एंड
हाँ,
आई डिड
और
नॉट
फिर
फिनिश,
क्या हुआ?
आई डिडंट फिनिश द बुक। लेकिन ये एक बात है, जो लोग
How did
सोचते
you
हैं कि
prepare? How did you
मैं
prepare
बहुत
for?
हार्ड, लोग सोचते हैं और मानते हैं कि मैं बहुत हार्ड वर्किंग हूँ और डिसिप्लिन्ड हूँ और सब हूँ मैं, बट
कॉस है।
वो आपको नहीं जानते हैं। दे डोंट येट नो यू, द वे यू, योर डिसिप्लिन एंड योर अप्रोच टू योर वर्क is actually something that has inspired me time and time again, man. I know I would not say this like, but on this platform, I want you to know that you are mad, you are insane. The kind of hard work that you have done and you still continue to do is absolutely incredible. So I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised looking at your journey from where you started to the way you are now on screen. It's a different human being. जो तू था और जो तू आज है, that is I mean that transformation is unreal. It is absolutely unreal. क्योंकि मुझे याद है
तो
तेरी आवाज जो थी वो इतनी पतली थी, तू
अच्छा।
घबराता था बोलने में, और वो घबराहट को लेके यू kept working, and today when I hear your voice, I'm in shock, man. You're like, you're amazing that way, really. And
Thank you, man.
I don't want to get into what all you do, because what you do is quite it's mad. I mean, I do mad things, but
You do the craziest of things. What are you talking
लेकिन
about?
तेरा लेवल कुछ और
मतलब the shit that you do is just absolutely mad.
नहीं।
I look at you and then when I'm working hard, I
मेरा-
look at you and then I'm like, यार मैं तो कुछ कर ही नहीं रहा। हाँ?
तेरा लेवल कुछ और ही है। Yours is madder than mine, for sure. But
आता हूँ मैं।
we'll chat some more. Let's continue.
Alrighty.
All right, man. See you guys.
You guys, thank you so much.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye,
Yeah.
guys. Thank you.